Hey, what is up YouTube? Toxicelk here. So my last video I did was a split on attack, pushing the B site. Today, we're going to do a bit of both. It's going to be attack on the A site and a bit of defense. Well, two defensive players that you can use to help your team win matches. This is what it will be. I'm going to start with attack, then we'll go into defense. Alright, so your main thing with attacking on A site, for the lineups that I'm about to show you, the little platform here, this is going to be your center of origin for throwing your knife. This is going to be your main part for making these lineups. So, always remember this spot here. Alright, so let's get into the first one. Alright, so this first knife throw that I'm going to show you is how to clear the A site. How to clear the attacking site that you're going to be pushing for. So what you're going to want to do is you want to stand on this little trusty spot here, your center point. Aim all the way to the top here. You want to sort of be exactly just on the top. You're going to throw your knife. And what that is going to do is that should land just dead on the spot. Bang. Just like that, you have covered the whole site. So any attacking players that are hiding around here will immediately be caught out. You instantly have an idea if there's a player here. I mean, for a pushing onto the site, it won't be too good. But if you want to get a knife out, maybe to make it a little bit different from any other play, that's certainly one you can do. Alright, so the lineup before showed you how to cover the A site. This one is going to control the screens at the back side of A. Usually what happens is when you push onto the site, there's usually a player that will hide here or here. And sometimes what they'll do, especially the Killjoy, she'll have her turret set up there, which is always a pain because you push the orb, you're going to get shot straight away. So, the lineup for this one, again, you're on your trusty little side here. You're going to grab your knife out. Now, this white building here, not this ledge, but this one here, you're going to aim for that. And you're going to throw. This should cover the screens. If I'm right. Yeah, boom. Straight away, you have completely wiped the whole of screens and a little bit of the tower. Let me do one more for safe measures. So you're aiming for this little spot here. You're going to throw. It should land. Look, here it goes. Landing down. Boom. Right on the top. So it's landing right here. Any defensive player that is sitting here somewhere, they're not going to be able to shoot your knife. They can't destroy it. There's the safest knife that you can throw that is going to completely mess with an enemy team member. So, last one. Doesn't matter where you stand on this. Okay, you can stand anywhere. As long as you get it on this side here, you throw. And then straight away, it's going to go and land straight about there. And then boom. That is just a great way to start a round because you know that if you have a defensive player on the other team, you're wiping them out if they're known to be camping here. After 2 rounds, you'll know straight away. But that is how you cover screens. That is my tip for covering screens. Alright, so now probably the main knife that you will use to push onto A for A site will be the rafters and the ramps coverage. So what you're going to want to do, so usually you'll have a player that will sit here, and sometimes there'll be a player hiding in here, or they could be there, but most likely they're here. So what you're going to do, it doesn't matter. This is the easiest knife throw that you'll be able to do. You can hop on your point here, bam, right just like that. You cover pretty much the back of ramps, all there. And once again, all here. You're pretty much pushing them away. They're not going to have a response for that. They're going to be completely out of it. It's going to ping 2 players. They're going to probably pull back because they won't want the contact. The only other knife that I can show you would be tower, which, let's face it, if you're hitting here and you're covering all this area, aim just over here. Bam. You've pretty much just wiped out tower. That is the ultimate way to take on the A site. I hope you like that. I'm going to show you 2 quick defensive knives that you can do to stay safe. The safest probably lineup you can do for pushing onto, for defending A. Say you usually have the players all around here. They're usually there. You can just stand here, aim at this thing here, this little box, and that will pretty much cover that whole site. Again, that's a knife that the enemy team won't be able to shoot. They won't be able to null and void that shot. Your suppress should pretty much get at least 4, maybe 3 of them. If they fully rush, you've got them all. So that is a huge way to kill time and to stop the enemy team from pushing. It gives your teammates the information to come from B all the way to here to help you out. That is probably the ultimate lineup to save yourself on A. Probably the only other spot that I could show you to have a safe knife, but with this throw, you got to be aware that by peeking this angle, you are open to a player here shooting at you. So they have a chance to shoot you back or get a pick on you for this knife throw. I don't recommend this one. It was just something that I came up with before. But you got the king here. Just throw it straight at the king. You get a little bit more into A lobby, but again, that's another lineup for A to help yourself when defending. Alright, the only other site that is left over is B. B is the only site that's left. So, again, you have two entry points so that the enemy team can push you from. They've got, obviously, mid, and they've got the garage push that they can do. Most likely, you're going to have 2 people on mid defending, so information there is going to be fine. The only other way that they're going to push you is from the garage site. So, one of the throws that you can do to keep safe is hop on this little box, aim right there. You're pretty much just covered like this amount of space. So usually if an enemy team are going to attack, they'll sit here and try to hit you with either a sniper or an AR or a pistol if they're lucky. Most of them, from what I've found quite harshly, they can hit you a headshot. But that's an easy lineup. It's not really a lineup, but it's an easy throw that you can do to stop, again, the enemy team. Another safe, that one is a little bit more risky because the knife, they can flick on it and shoot it. It's a risky knife play, but one of the spots you can do is this little corner here. If you know there's a group here, you know, you can hear them pushing the site, throw your knife just there. You may catch a few of them off in the corner. Alright, so that is pretty much the video, the lineups that I have for KO on split. That is pretty much attack and defense. If you go to like this video, I really much appreciate it. I hope you found this video great. I hope this helps you in your next ranked game. And good luck. I mean, hopefully it helps you. I mean, it certainly has helped me in a few games that I've played. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you next time.